Bills Mafia, how are we feeling? The Bills have advanced to the next round of the playoffs, but now take on a very good quarterback in Pat Mahomes and that Chiefs team. But in this video, I want to break down some defensive film to showcase to you guys why if the Bills do or play the exact same way they did versus Steelers, they're going to win this football game. Now, the one thing I loved about the Bills in this game is they took advantage of when the quarterback made big mistakes. Now, obviously, taking on Pat Mahomes, it's going to be a different story. But obviously, on this play specifically, we're going to see a basic cover 3 defense where you have a flat over here, a flat over here. You have 2 hook curls over the middle, and then a couple of deep safeties as well. But when you can make a quarterback feel uncomfortable, which he was all game long, especially an inexperienced guy like Mason Rudolph, whenever you can make him feel uncomfortable, you can create one of 5 things, right? And I say this a ton in my videos. You could force a bad throw, a bad decision, an interception, a forced fumble, even a sack at times as well, right? So on this play specifically, Mason Rudolph needs to take what the defense gives him, but since he's feeling uncomfortable, he's like, okay, let me make an uncalculated risk here and try to throw it over this linebacker, over this DB, whatever he may be, instead of, taking what the defense is giving him. I know it's 3rd and 9, but, great play by this linebacker, 43, getting his arm up, played this perfectly. He's not playing too deep. He's not playing too, too uptight. He's right in the middle, basically taking away both routes. Ball gets tipped up into the air. They called this incomplete. It was incomplete, did hit the ground. But, man, they took advantage of when the defense, or the offense, I should say, made mistakes. And this was just one example. There's so many we're going to go over in this game. So make sure you guys do me a favor. Comment down below a score prediction for the Chiefs game, but also who needs to step up the most? Is it the offense or the defense versus the Chiefs if they want to win? But also, do you think Josh Allen has what it takes to win a Super Bowl this season? Let me know if you guys do believe he does. Comment down below the number 17, but let's get into some more film. Okay, here, we just talked about how they got pressure on the quarterback all game long. Here's another play. We're going to see Ed Oliver in the middle engage quickly with the right guard here, which means everything. Where he's going to give him a perfect amount of time for Greg Rouseau to bounce into that B gap and absolutely cook number 77, the right tackle here. Ready? He's going to perfectly execute this by, engaging with that guard, leaving him distracted from the edge rusher. Now, the edge rusher, instead of bouncing out, is going to cut in because he's distracted, gets right in there, easy money. I believe that might be Broderick Jones, the rookie, as well. Gets in there for a nice little sack on him. This is what this defense does so well, is they just execute along this front line. And they do it at such a high level on this play again. You do it perfectly where Ed Oliver engages with the guard, bounces back into the center, leaving it, it's too late. It's too late. Once you hit this time, he looks over, he's like, damn. Blown right by him. Absolutely incredible sack there by Greg Rouseau. And, man, I'm telling you, this is one of the biggest reasons Mason Rudolph was uncomfortable all game long. Alright guys, before we jump into this next massive play by the defense, Ed Oliver in this front 7, they do such a great job. Before we get into this play though, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button just so we can get this video out to more Bills fans around the world. And you know what? I'll tell you this. If this video gets up to 400 likes, I will drop a full breakdown of both offense and defensive film when the All Coaches 22 film drops, only if you guys get this video up to 400 likes. But also, do yourself a favor and subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's free, doesn't cost anything, and we're going to be covering this Bills team all playoffs long, but even so, we're going to be covering the offseason as well, right? And what that entails is, free agent predictions, maybe some potential draft picks, and even some off-season film review on certain players like Ed Oliver, like Von Miller, or like Jordan Poyer. Anyone you guys want to see, I got you guys covered. But lastly, make sure you guys go check out Underdog Fantasy, man. They will give you such a great deal if you use my promo code in the description, as we see this front 7 absolutely block shed the hell out of these offensive linemen. Ed Oliver on Broderick Jones, I believe 77, and then we got, I believe, 93 here, just unbelievably bullying the offensive lineman, getting in there and getting a big time play. But the reason I bring this up is because this weekend I had Ed Oliver over 0.5 tackles for a loss, and it cashed just because of this play. I love it. I love it. I love it. If you guys want the ability to make some money, go check out Underdog Fantasy. Link in the description. They'll match your first deposit up to $100. Basically just giving you free money. And they'll give you a new user free square, which is basically like, for example, this weekend, they had Josh Allen over 30 total yards. Guys, it hit on like the first 3 plays. It was crazy. But check that out. Let's dive right back into the film. All right, again, let's talk about how this defense took advantage of mistakes defensively. Again, here we go. We got basically a wall here, defenders. What they want to do is, like I said, create this wall here at the front line, front end zone, and make sure nobody gets by them, right? So what they want to do here, Steelers-wise, is they want to isolate number 18, one of their best receivers, with one of the young DBs of the Bills, Kaiir, Elam. They do have Rouseau Douglas out of this game, so they really wanted to attack Kaiir, Elam, okay? Now, we did make some mistakes early, but nothing crazy. Here we go. What we're going to see here is a typical comeback. You see this a lot in the NFL. See this a lot with outside receivers here. Obviously, if you're the Steelers, you probably want this to be George Pickens. However, they tend to go Deontay Johnson because he's a little bit better of a route runner. But what I love about this Bills team is they know how to get pressure on the quarterback. And like I said in past videos, whenever you can get pressure on the quarterback, especially an inexperienced one like Mason Rudolph, you can create one of 5 things: a bad throw, a bad decision, an interception, a forced fumble, a sack, right? And Mason Rudolph, he feels this, right? Boom. He feels this. You got one guy coming up the middle. You got Von Miller coming off the edge. He feels it. You're crazy if you don't think he feels it. So throws it a little bit prematurely. I know this is maybe when you want to throw this football, right? But Kaiir Elam on him like glue, man. What a play, right? And then jumps in front of it and lands right in his arms for an interception. This is unbelievable. I want to see if they have a different angle of this here. Or is it just, yeah, okay, here we go. Look at this. Ooh, this is beautiful. See, right here. This is different, man. Nice. Dude, this is it. This is what I want to see out of young Kaiir Elam, man. This is what I want to see. Look at on him like glue. No way he's getting anywhere. Interception. That's how you make up for, people sleeping on you as a player. That's how you do it right there in the playoffs. And here's another big play by Ed Oliver, now lined up in that double mug look where you have 2 linebackers over the middle, but instead of having a linebacker, you have Ed Oliver there. Oh my God, here we go. Watch him just absolutely demoralize this center. Swim move right by him, gets pressure on the quarterback. And again, what did we say? When we get pressure on the quarterback, one of 5 things. What is it? A forced fumble, a sack, a bad throw, a bad decision, interception. Well, you get a bad throw and, quite frankly, a bad decision. Just chucks it over the middle of the field. And low-key, this could have been intercepted. If they were playing a little bit more tight to the line of scrimmage, it could have been intercepted. But man, unbelievable. I mean, was this a fumble? No, it wasn't a fumble, right? Yeah, his hand was going forward. But I mean, like I said, it could have been a forced fumble. Could have been. Ed Oliver, absolutely amazing play there. Hits the quarterback. You talk about making a quarterback uncomfortable. Well, that's it right there. It's literally the definition. Just blitz up the middle. You're going to get pressure. And I'm telling you, if they do this versus the Chiefs, if they can get pressure on Pat Mahomes, they can definitely win this football game. They definitely can. They're going to have to play great defensively, though, man. It's going to come down to that. And here we go. Last play I want to break down just because I want to save the rest for the full breakdown. What we're going to get here is, again, perfect defense, perfect zone defense here by the Buffalo Bills. Again, it forces Mason Rudolph to just not know what to do with the football. So he's just going to dump it down here. He's going to dump it down here on the right side, but we have a guy right there. I don't know in what world you think this is a good play or a good throw. I mean, I know you want your guy to make a play off the catch, but Allen Robinson at the age he is, he's not a guy that can really do that. He throws the football. DB is right there already. Meets him in the backfield for a loss of 2 yards. The Bills' defense has just been stifling. And you know what it is? He is low-key. The pocket's fine, right? The pocket's low-key okay. But he is just, at this point in the game, uncomfortable, okay? He forces bad throws. He's forcing incompletions. He's forcing throws beyond the line of scrimmage because he doesn't want to get hit anymore. He's sick of it, okay? In a cold game like this, when you keep getting hit, it really takes a toll on your body. So what they did in this game, the Bills, they were aggressive up front, they hit the quarterback, and they made sure that he was never where he wanted to be offensively, schematically wise. They made him throw into tight spaces. They made him throw into incompletions, interceptions. And man, they did it all game long at such a high level. Guys, if you want the full review, comment down below more film. That will help me understand that you guys are actually enjoying the content, want to see more of it going forward. And I got you guys covered. I promise you, if you guys like it, I will be posting more of these videos for the rest of the season. Subscribe. It's free. Hit the like button. Let's go. Join the family. And like I said, comment down below the number 91 if you guys made it to the very end of this video. Appreciate you guys coming through, and I'll see you guys in the next one, which should be coming out in the next few days.